No, but every wife, dreams about bearded man building her tables and nightstands and chops wood and comes in with fish and no.
So you're never going to be the guy that fixes the table?
Nope.
No. But you can grow a beard.
I can grow a beard. I can understand IKEA instructions. I think I might be a rocket scientist because that is the hardest thing to ever understand.
That's cool.
Those IKEAs.
Sweet. Nancy, I'm going to have you, I think we're rolling, right? Yeah, Parker's got it rolling. So start us off, Nancy. What are we doing today?
Today, we are speaking with Ariana and Lance, and they run a mobile pelagic, basically showroom, right? And they travel all over to all of the different shows, basically, in tournaments. Yeah.
And why did we choose them? Because it's funny how
cool
we've kind of connected with them a couple of times now, right?
Yeah, we went to Costa Rica. Was it last year?
Last year, March, at the Pura Vida tournament.
I can't believe it's been that long already. Yeah. So last year we were at what's that marina there? I can't remember the name of it.
Marina Pez Vela.
Yeah. And we ran across them like, yeah, we're gonna go to the Big Rock tournament. We'll be there in June. We're like, oh, okay, cool. We're gonna come say hi. So that's really the first time we met you guys.
It's a funny thing, like you meet someone like outside the country.
Yeah.
Like, where are you from? Oh, we're from Morehead City, North Carolina. You ever heard of a thing called Big Rock? And like, yeah, well, we're actually going there. No kidding. So then when you guys came last year, Nancy bought all your shorts, I think.
Yeah, I think I bought one of each pair for this one.
But yeah, we do this fun podcast called It Takes Two. And you guys are a couple. And we just want to talk through and just what that's like, right? I mean, we all have those weird struggles in business and boss, all that fun stuff. How did you guys get into this? Where do you guys come from?
What's your background?
What's the background? What's your guys' story?
You want a story?
Well, who's shorter?
I'm the short one. So obviously, we started working with Pelagic. He started first in 2019 at this store as a retail
sales associate.
Yeah. At the time, I was doing thermonuclear engineering.
Wait.
No, make sure you do it right.
She was doing...
You built what?
Built lasers.
Laser beams.
Thermonuclear.
Thermal laser beams.
For NASA.
Thank you.
For railroad stations in Germany and China. Prior to that, I was a teacher. But what led us into what we're doing currently, like I said, we were in the process of trying to have kids. So we went through in vitro for a few months, and so I wanted to have that secure job.
Yeah.
That's security and stuff. And when we decided, this no longer is our direction, it's not happening, like, well, I'm tired of being responsible. So let's find a job that we can both do minimum and go and travel and go see concerts and stuff. And so he went over first. He was a private, like I said, mate, then captain. Went over to the store in December of 2019, and I followed shortly after in February. It was amazing, honestly. We lived 5 minutes from the store. So we'd ride our bikes to work. Super casual. I could wear leggings and a tank top to work. No responsibilities. I get there 10. I leave at 7. I'm done.
And you're done. Yeah. Where's the store located?
Hey, I'm just going to say it's hard to one-up that.
Yeah.
So the store's not there anymore. We closed down.
Okay.
It was located in Stuart, Florida.
Okay. So it was in Florida. Got it.
So there used to only be 3 stores during that time. There used to be a lot more stores in the world, but it just started slowly closing down.
Sure.
Nothing with COVID or any of that. And now there's the 2 stores, and one of them is actually the headquarters in Costa Mesa, and then the other one is in Capos, Costa Rica.
Cool.
As you guys know.
And then we had the Deerfield Beach.
That was a great store.
The Deerfield store.
Yeah.
But so I came over in February. Obviously, COVID closed our doors in March. So I had the best, 3 months vacation of my life. Got to go back home to the Bahamas, visit, just do everything I wanted to do. So I'm like, this is the job. This is what we want to do. We went back in June, July of 2021. Yes.
Okay.
And then March of 2022, they were like, oh, store, we want to close the doors. You guys want to, we hate to lose you. Yada, yada, yada. But we'll figure out where we want to take you guys next. So I'm like, I'm not waiting for this. So I started my own organizing company.
Okay.
Called OCD Queen.
OCD Queen.
Name.
I worked my butt off for 8 weeks straight. I mean, the dire need of people for that. So, And then they called us back in June. They were like, hey, we want you back. Here's the direction. This is our vision. We want you to travel for us, do the shows. I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. This is the job we wanted. I said yes the same day.
That's awesome.
He was out fishing with a client and he came home that night and I'm like, let's think about it. And he was like, I don't know. Are you sure you want to do this? That's a lot. I'm like, no, let's do it. We get to travel.
Yep.
All expense paid for. We get to wear the product. We get to see fun places. We get to meet new people. What do we know? Why not?
What's not fun about that? Yeah.
So we did.
So we did. And now we're here. And now I hate you and you hate me.
Yeah.
So I'm the more structured of the two of us, as is in most marriages. We've been together 11 years. Come June 30th. Oh my God. It'll be our 11-year wedding anniversary. Going on 3 years, like I said, working together. So with me being the more structured person, they were kind of like, Ariana, here you go. And I want you to do A, B, C, D, E, F. And then he could just do whatever you want him to do.
That's hilarious. They hired her and you came along. So you're like the
He started with
you're
them
the
first.
family pet, man.
Yeah, I'm
So we started out contracting, like we were doing it through contract work, and that was July, August, and then they were like, we want to put you on salary. So I went on salary September, and then you went on salary, I think, in November.
Yeah, but we didn't have a choice. It was just like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what you're gonna go do. And I'm like, okay, well, pay. How's this gonna work
We get to
out?
pay the bills, the mortgage gets paid, we get the travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just knew it would work out.
Yeah.
She's like, so what is it like, being with someone all the time? So this is one of the things, right, that even we get all the time. Like, okay, you're at work, you're with them. You go home, you're with them. Your
conversations are about work or
about work or whatever. Like, how do you guys kind of get through that? Like, what's that like for you guys? He's like, it's horrible. No, but what do you guys do to get through it? How have you guys made it work?
Patience on your part.
Patience.
On your part. I'm a very vocal person,
Yes.
outspoken. I don't hide my feelings. I don't put a filter on how I feel.
Correct.
And I get that sometimes that comes across as I'm a major B, but I'm like, I just need you to know how I feel. And I hate how I may deliver it, but how you receive it is also part of how you're going to react to it.
Sure.
So I'm trying to be better about how I speak to him in that aspect, because it's hard to turn off manager to wife.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then we call it roommate season. So, we roommate with all of our coworkers. Thank God we have such a great bond with who we work with. Because other than that, but that part, trying to find like the private time, sometimes that could be difficult for me.
Sure.
And like I said, I don't want it to seem biased in a sense, but at the end of the day, he's still my husband. So I'm still in that process of learning how to be a wife more so than a manager at the end of the day.
Yeah.
She's a nuclear physicist, man. I'm just saying, like, you're never, it doesn't matter what you do at this point in life. Like, she's a nuclear physicist, like selling clothing. Like, she's so undervalued. It's like, you have no chance, man. You literally have no chance. She's probably the one that, you're talking about sunglasses. She's probably the one that developed that, like.
Yeah, she's very, very good at what she does. Keeping us all in order, keeping us from, disasters a lot of time.
So you come from the fishing world, like, so tell me a little bit about you. Like, where'd you go? Where have you been? How'd you end up in that place where you guys even met each other?
So I've always revolved around being on the water, surfing.
Where are you from originally? Not to interject, but where are you from?
Originally, I was born in Oklahoma.
Okay.
My dad was in the Army, so every 2-3 years we traveled. I've been to Germany, blah, blah, blah.
Travel.
But Florida's home. I was since a little kid, grew up there, always was on the water. Dad always bought a boat at some point, and finally, once I got older and was able to drive it on my own, start to really get into wanting to be like, hey, you know what? I want to fish. I want to maybe run a charter business one day.
Cool.
And then obviously, things happen and you're like, I'm not going to make a bunch of money and this is not that easy.
This is hard work.
So I joined the Coast Guard.
Nice.
Cool.
I did my time, got out. What now? Well, let me go and pursue, getting in the fishing world. So I worked at a marina for a while, scrubbing off the barnacles off, the buoys out there. So that sucked, and I got tired of wanting to do that. I got a phone call one day from somebody. I had to put my resume up on In the Bite, and they said, hey, let me come down, let's do an interview. And
Cool.
went off, and I've been to a couple different countries, got to fish for a long time, and that's what got me really into getting good at the craft of mating, understanding what needed to happen, how to take care of the boat.
And then you ended up in little old Long Island, Bahamas,
And then,
where I'm from.
right, but eventually I did become a captain. I had my time. I already had my sea time from being in the Coast Guard. So
Sure.
captain, step up the ladder, began a charter business back home in Stewart.
It's a cool area.
And then,
But yeah, so going
Things
back
are-
to how
yeah.
we met,
Yeah.
like I said, he was mating on a boat, and they were there for about 9 or 10 months. And I, at the time, because I don't know how not to work, was managing and bartending for the resort there in the
Oh, nice.
evening. I taught in the daytime, and he was staying there, and he would constantly annoy me.
yes.
And it just so happened that my sister was like, oh my God, he's so handsome. You should so talk to him. I'm like, no, don't have the time of day. And she invited him over for Christmas dinner.
Oh, nice.
Like, he's lonely. He's the only one there at the docks on the boat.
Oh.
And then he racks up, and I'm like, oh,
She comes wheeling out of the spare bedroom, and you can only expect what words came out of her mouth as I'm piling up food at Christmas time. And
We have a
everybody's
huge
like,
family
who is this
Christmas.
white boy that's in the house right
What's
now?
this guy doing?
Skinny
here?
white
Yeah, what
boy.
this guy, skinny little white boy. That's how it was. And
So thanks to the sister, it's her fault.
yeah.
and she lets us know every single time, if it wasn't for
reminds
me,
you.
you guys wouldn't be together.
And that's how we met. And then eventually we dated for 3 years.
3 years.
So, and
You
I
get an
never
ultimatum.
envisioned. I got a job offer in Switzerland. Come on.
Oh,
I wasn't
wow.
taking
Man,
sand
why
to
are
the
we not in
beach.
Switzerland? I keep
I
asking
was not
that.
taking sand to the beach. Have you not seen those Swiss guys? Come on.
Switzerland, though, there's no. Is there water
Snow.
there? Is this
Snow.
cold?
Yeah.
man?
But
I'd figure something.
I never envisioned leaving the Bahamas. But I wanted to travel and work. So, and I'm like, dude, this is going to work.
Like, what are we doing?
Either you move here or we figure out something. So then he proposed. I'm like, well, you didn't have to. But I said yes. And then I ended up moving to Florida and landed a great teaching job in a private school. And I did that for 3 years. And then, like I said, I branched into the thermonuclear engineering.
Yeah.
Just branched into it,
Branched into it.
It was fun. So did that for 4 years.
Branched into it.
That's cool.
She probably knows her multiplication tables really well.
I used to. Chemistry and physics were my love. So
That's so cool.
So how long have you guys been together? Like, so this
11? I think you said
I'm
11.
already 11, going on 14 years. December
Okay.
together.
14 years
total.
together, because you guys have really done a lot over 14 years, is what it sounds like.
Yes.
You guys
Yeah.
really been some places? No, I don't. I
Yeah, we bought our first house, renovated it,
Yep.
like completely.
Ooh, that's
our
hard.
Sweat equity.
That's
I mean,
hard.
I did 99.9% of the
Yeah, I thought we were
the way I
gonna,
was raised.
we were gonna kill each other.
I was going to say, that's hard.
We did that.
Well, he started off the podcast saying he doesn't build tables. So, I mean,
No. He cut the tiles for me. I laid them,
he'll call the guy to do it.
Great demolition. Oh, hey,
You could throw a
things to
hammer
be knocked
around.
down. I can
Hey, I might have
knock
something
stuff
for you.
down.
So that was a big test to a marriage because, we hadn't lived together.
Yeah.
So I moved over here and then we had to live with his parents for 6 months, which I
Ooh, that's
wanted
tough.
to. I've been on my own from when I was 16. Went to college, I put myself through college, lived on my own. So coming at 30 years old and living with in-laws, not fun. So like, you could get your shit together. So we found a house and, like I said, put on a lot of sweat equity. So we did that 7 years and then we found our dream house that we own right now. So everything just lined up well. So once we had that and we said, okay, we're not having kids, then we kind of are in a good
Had it
place
the same.
financially. And, I don't want any more stressful jobs. So it was a major pay cut going from my engineering
Sure.
job to retail.
Yeah.
I was bored after the first week of being at the store, looking at the same thing. So, the OCD kicked in. So
Like I can redesign this place.
yeah, constantly.
And she's really, really good at that, as you already heard with the OCD. And I felt that she would have been an amazing
Interior designer
stager.
slash
You know,
Oh,
staging
cool.
I'm
houses and
amazing
stuff.
at anything I do. Okay,
Well, you are amazing.
I'm a Leo, so that just
Instantly,
the leaves are right there.
Just the side piece thing.
So how many days out of the year are you guys on the road then? Like, you travel a lot. Your home base then is Florida. I'm curious about kind of two things. One thing, if you guys have tournaments out of the country, how do you get product and all that stuff there? Like, how does that just show up and happen? I understand the one here in the States, you just hook up and you travel and you do your thing. But do you guys do a lot of out of the country stuff or just a couple? It's just, so the time we met you, was pure luck.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
So we have a team that does the international stuff. So we strictly stick to the
Good.
States.
Yeah.
I imagine that international stuff would just be a nightmare.
Just the traveling too.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But it was a beautiful time. We were fortunate to be able to go there and spend the time and see the Pelagic Resort, and it was just like mind blown. So it was a good experience. But yeah, we focused strictly on the tournaments
on the East Coast.
locally on the East Coast.
And in the
Yeah.
Gulf of
Okay.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we go all the way far north as the White Marlin Open and as far west as Alabama.
The Blue Marlin.
Marlin Grand Championship.
But honestly, we're on the road probably 80% of the time because when we're not doing that, we do merchandising. So we go into stores and set the product,
it.
educate, and stuff like that.
Plenty of that around.
A lot, yeah. So.
Okay, super random question. NASA, all this stuff. Aliens. What do you think about all this stuff
They do
happening?
exist.
Holy
think so,
moly,
too.
right? Like, have you guys been following any of that the past week?
I mean, think about it. We could spy on other people. You don't think there's other things that they're spying on us?
Have you seen any of it? Like he's like he just got caught out in the dark. Wait, aliens?
They do.
Have you seen what happened in Vegas? Like the spaceship. Like they have like this whole thing on camera that went shoom, and then like everybody's like the guy calls a
Police
911.
officer, yeah. He
Yeah,
shows up when he
911
goes-
call. Has a 911 call. There's like things in my backyard like 8 to 10 foot tall with big old eyes.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared to death right now. Like and then the cop like had seen it, right?
as well, yeah.
Yeah, so he went to the house, and there's like this. It's always crappy cell phone footage, right?
Oh,
like
really?
it never
With
happens.
all the
right?
technology now.
Yeah, so,
Bigfoot.
but like they have the people like so like four. I think it's like 4 guys, and then the lady is the one on the cell phone filming. They all have guns, by the way. Like they're all freaked out.
Is this Texas? No, it's Vegas.
I think it's Vegas. All have guns, and they're walking to the back door, like behind the house, because that's where the alien is.
Oh, God.
And then like they all freak out, and like you could tell. I mean, this is not. They're not
I
acting.
don't think I've
Footage
seen
was
this.
not-
They got freaked out and was like came back. And then there's the other thing. Now the problem is like now they've taken this video and like there's so many people like just interpreting the video like here's the alien over here and stuff. But like anyways, yeah, I had to bring it up. NASA, lasers, there's
aliens.
definitely
Lasers,
aliens. They're
aliens.
all together.
I've just been in that mobile showroom. I don't know what's going on.
See?
I mean, we could have a nuclear crisis on our.
He's like, he's
I
like,
would
do you-
never know.
But you know what? That's really nice.
It
I'm not
is.
gonna lie. Like the simplicity of life sometimes is that's where it's at.
It's like your focus. That is your focus, and that's what you've been doing for the last how many months now?
As we all know, like what's going on in the world right now, politics and religion and
We all
Everything
certain
else.
people what they want to identify themselves as. But with news, if you don't watch the news, how much
Your life
happier
is
are
so much
you?
better.
fact.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
I just
kind
follow
of
the
stopped.
aliens lately because I've just been like I don't care about aliens, but all of a sudden I do.
Animals, just animals.
Yeah.
Good with that.
But I mean, if there was something seriously going on, I think all our phones would start doing that
That buzzing
siren,
thing?
that
Yeah.
buzzing of like, and things would start. That's when I want to know what's going on. Other than that,
Right now, you
just
just need to know, are you a large or an extra large?
Do you
Pretty
like
much.
blue lenses or green
and hey,
Blue lenses?
let's talk about our sunglasses. Well, yeah,
No, that's the truth.
but normally it's about the wiener dogs.
Yeah.
They're the famous ones, not us. Everyone knows Chester and Penny.
Yep, we have 2 miniature dachshunds.
We're just
Then the movie starts.
we're
and then we'll show-
entourage.
They hang out with you all day.
Yeah. But I'm going back to us working together. I always say I'm the brains, he's the beauty. So
Yes, yes. It's.
It's the beard.
I do all the
beard.
dirty work, and then
And-
he gets the
I like to show off my wieners. So.
He shows off his wieners. He has 2 of them.
A lot.
yeah, definitely. But I mean, we have to try to constantly find to be able to do this is have the back and forth jargon and
Yes.
not get too tense and because sometimes we do it.
Can't
and we'll
take each other
check
too
in. I'm like,
seriously.
let me just check in. Relax or understand that I'm tired or exhausted. Like for him, he could be up until 3-4 in the morning. Me, I'm like 10 o'clock.
You're out.
I'm ready to go.
But it still goes back to that whole mentality of, yes, from being in the service and having to go at any moment, you got to get up, and I can do that. Yeah, I'm getting a little older and it's a little tougher for me to want to get up in the morning, but also that mentality of work hard, play hard.
Enjoy
I and coming from the Coast Guard and being in the marine industry, it really is. It's a work hard, play hard. If you look at these guys are going to go ahead and win maybe $2 million. Let's see today, maybe someone's going to come in with that 500-pounder
That's
in the
right.
big rock. That's $3-something million. Don't tell me these guys are not going to be like, oh, nope, sorry, we got to get to the next tournament
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
know. They're going to enjoy the
No,
moment.
They're going to party it up.
Mm-hmm.
so he
Work hard,
wants
play
to
hard.
party tonight. Yeah.
And yes, so if we make our quota today, we're not going to put numbers out there, but if we go ahead and do that, we can go party.
You
tonight.
can celebrate.
I want to
He's gonna
see
celebrate.
you get all dressed up. I've been begging you since we've been here.
Oh,
You bring all. You bring, yes,
I love it.
I'm the hype man. Everyone knows that.
See, I think this is actually a very
That's
important
really
element
cool.
in life. No matter how busy we all get, and I have this conversation with Parker and Sammy all the time too. Like, no matter what your circumstance is, you can appreciate the moment of what it is, because we all, whether we like it or not, no matter where we're at, we live in a really amazing place, and we all have opportunities here that are just unbelievable. And you have to take a second, no matter what that is, and appreciate it and love it and enjoy it.
Yep.
And it may be, and celebrations, I think, are a big part of that. And it can be a big celebration, small celebration, but taking time out to celebrate, whether it's going to McDonald's, maybe that's your celebration or whatever.
Correct.
You've got to treat yourself and choose that happiness and that positivity of mind. Otherwise, you go to a really dark place. But we're all on different levels for that. Like that guy over there, $3 million boat. Us, whatever that small celebration is, right?
Yeah.
But it's the same. It's the same state of mind and happiness that you choose and make a point to have. And I think that's really important that you said that, because I think that's important. That's probably why you guys have stuck together so long, is because you do see the importance of that, and you do make that happen.
And your
The
strength.
yin and yang.
It's
Yeah.
that yin and yang, like
You
we
have
always
to.
like to say. I try and tell people this, and it's simple. You need to always pull on each other's strings, because when you do not keep pulling on each other's strings, now it might be a good thing, might be a bad thing to be pulling on, but that's when you look at these people that on social media that are, their lives look so freaking, man, they're traveling,
Yeah.
lingerie, this, that, expense paid for everything.
No.
Honestly, I don't think they're happy. I don't think so, because you want to see relationships. You want to hear about the ups and
real
downs, the real relationships.
100%.
You want to see that woman without makeup on, like, yep, this is how I am.
I don't do this.
I don't wear
Yeah.
makeup anymore.
And like, if you're not, fighting's a real thing. Like, it's important.
We have
100%.
I fight all the time. Me and Nancy are really good at fighting. It's like,
I go below the waist. I'm like
oh, you're the one that takes over the line, and he's the guy that has to walk away.
Look, I'm Lebanese too, so when I get hot, I get hot.
yeah.
She's a stubborn conk.
She's a stubborn
that's what he
conk.
calls
That's what I
me.
call
That
her.
is my
She's a
nickname,
20-year-old stubborn conk with a big lip.
Yeah, but see, for me, it's like I've always had such a structured person. I don't know sometimes when to turn that off and have fun.
That's the problem when you.
He's Mr. Fun.
But imagine
The
two
meeting in the middle
people
is still like a
that it's always business,
opposites
always
attract.
serious.
Opposites
like,
attract.
You
hate
get
each other.
crazy.
Yeah,
You
go
would.
crazy.
Yeah, that's why you're there, though, man. That's why she's attracted to you. That's the truth. Like, she won't admit it, but that's why that happens.
I
man.
always tell them that I'm like, if I didn't love you,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
with you.
she gets to cut loose through you, because otherwise she'd be probably like reading a book in a dark room or something every night. Like, this guy, let's go.
I used to be a major nerd. I've turned that down a lot because of him. So
That's awesome.
what would I be
What
doing?
would you be doing?
Reading a book? What
She'd be
glass of wine?
exploring. No,
No,
she'd be
you-
communicating with the
Learning how to
aliens.
cook
No,
man.
she'd be in Switzerland somewhere
I
with
love to
some
cook.
blonde, blue-eyed guy. I
No.
know, making crepes.
Not my time.
No, she'd
Eating dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
She'd be making lasers to communicate with the aliens, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
trying to reach out to them.
That's hilarious.
Now I'm going to be at the mobile showroom looking up all these.
You
videos
are, man.
on-
You
on
have to.
aliens.
I don't care about any of it, but it is so interesting. It really is.
But going back to working together, like we made the commitment. We had said, we'd give this a try 3 to 5 years. We're coming up on our 3rd year doing it, and it's exhausting. It honestly is exhausting. Some days I want to separate myself from him.
Yeah.
You know,
Be on 2 different
everything,
tours.
yeah.
Maybe be on 2 different tours. Hey, I'll meet you in
there's
Florida.
been lots of slam doors. I hate you. I don't want to do this anymore. And all the ways, I'm quitting. I'm just like, I'm like, shit.
And then it's a new day,
Yeah.
and you start over.
And I'm like, so I don't know how to say sorry. So I'm learning how to say sorry more. Be like, I really didn't mean that. I was really exhausted.
Yeah, we say mean things when we're tired.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you have to understand
Hungry
we've
and tired.
hungry and tired. We say mean things all the time. Well, Nancy, we don't want to eat all their time. They have to go work. They have to meet
Yeah,
a
we do
quota.
have to go.
So he can, like, if we keep them any longer, he will not meet his quota tonight, and then we will bring unhappiness to them because he has a plan.
We want them to celebrate
We want them
tonight.
to celebrate tonight.
One more question. How many shows do you do throughout the year, and how many more you got?
Gosh, so you want me to do this? Okay.
You do it. You're the math.
So we started in January with the St. Petersburg Boat Show.
Correct.
Okay.
February, we do the Miami Boat Show. We have local shows, so we do April through August actually in Florida. We missed the last 2. And then we jump into June with the Big Rock. Then we go straight to ECBC in Destin. Then we go to Bay Point in Palm Bay. Then from there we go to Alabama, which is the Blue Marlin Grand Championship. And from Alabama we go to White Marlin Open. From White Marlin Open we are in Montego County at the Pirates Cove. So
Good Lord.
nice.
That's a lot.
And then we have the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show in October. And then we assist with like a swordfish tournament in November, December. So, I mean, every month, we're
Going
doing
somewhere.
Traveling and setting up.
10 events,
Right.
like seriously.
And then throwing merchandising,
Yeah.
traveling around.
So like I said, we're gone 80-90% of the time. So going home is always, and when we go home, he still wants to go out. I'm like, dude,
Can we
for
just
5
sit and do
days.
nothing?
We built our, the home
Imagine now.
we have a beautiful yard. I'm like, we made our home to feel like
enjoy it.
serenity. Like when I come home, I want to be home.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm learning the balance. We're learning. It's taken us 14 years.
The yin and the yang.
No, thank you.
Learning. That's what it's all about. Constantly learning each other.
I want
Yeah.
skimpy bikinis and pool parties and drinks and
But yes, he's definitely taken me out of my comfort zone, which is great because, like I said, being the structured, adamant, just focused person that I am, I have to learn that I need to turn that shit off. And so he helps to remind me of that. Sometimes I get angry at him for doing it, and then I'm like,
Thank you for doing that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
so.
Well, thank you all so much.
Our
I
job is
hate you hate me, but we love each other.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That's true.
it's our job to be annoying.
Yeah.
We do a good
He
job.
always
of it.
says that we have no kids, so
That's right. I'm your kid.
No, we have fur babies.
Fur babies.
Fur babies.
Well, thanks for inviting
Thanks.
us.
Thanks for taking your time. We appreciate it.
Appreciate
We
it too.
look forward to continuing this relationship.
Oh, yeah,
with you guys.
100%.
So we plan to be back in December.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll come back and do another podcast.
Yeah, let's do another one. And
We'll come up with a different thing to talk
yeah,
about.
I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about from then and from
Yeah.
now until then.
We'll do date night. Come in December, we'll do date night.
Post show because we would already have all 10 under our belt.
That'd be awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah, you need to start making a list
Stay
of the
tuned.
crazy stuff that happened.
Ooh,
like the
yeah. that'd
crazy
be
stuff
fun.
that happened.
The
Like,
crazy stories.
like
Yeah.
we can't like the lady that tried
show.
the lady that bought the shorts this year, Big Rock, held them all year.
You want a crazy
and, like, they're
story
coming
about
back,
this one?
and like, hey, I'm here to return. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Bodybuilder guy. He wanted the Americamo ladies Moana shorts. They're 3-inch inseam. He was very disappointed that the size 8, God, I hope he's not listening, didn't fit him because he wasn't in the cutting phase. So he had to get a size 10 ladies. So he wasn't too happy about that.
Was his name Sammy?
God, Sammy, if you're out there, I am so sorry.
Yeah, Sammy. Come on, Sammy.
Oh, that's so
We
weird.
pick on him with his shorts
Like,
all the
dude, you
time.
got more confidence than I do because I don't even wear them because they're too short. But
Well, we saw that guy
to you.
yesterday that had his shorts
that
were
one
so
I'm like-
short that his pockets, and he had things in his pockets, and so these black things are hanging out. I mean,
Look,
like,
this is the thing.
like,
Look,
you got the confidence.
like 2 saddlebags out the side of his shorts. I'm like,
What in the world?
this is legit a whole nother podcast because
We
like
have to.
I could talk forever about this whole short thing that's trending now. Like, what is happening? You know, I know I'm old.
We'll do it.
December
Let's
will
do
be
it.
Even
they must have been half price.
It have to be. Anyways,
Cool.
stay,
All right, off to work we go.
all right. That's
All
it.
right.
That's a wrap.
Have a good one.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.